Okay, everyone, it's here. We have Final Fantasy XVI. Cue the victory music. Like, let's get into this. I'm so excited. Final Fantasy XVI is one of my most anticipated games of this year. I am so excited to do it. We're jumping in. Yeah, Nate, welcome. We are on maximum hype right now. Our hype cannot be contained. Is it going to be a lot of cutscenes for this first stream? Definitely. Are we going to be lost and confused? 100%. But I'm so excited. How's your day going, Nate?
Blessed in the light of the Mother Crystals.
Oh, the light of the Mother Crystals.
That it was this light
for a while. Looking forward to it. Oh, appreciate you.
Finally led our forebears out of the darkness.
Out of the darkness.
Yet, what they saw in the light gave rise to temptation. Temptation that ever lures us back into the crystal shadow. And thus did our journey begin.
Do we have censorship settings in there?
Language!
The language beep is going to be our censorship settings. I hear this one is saucy. We do have that M rating. So, we're going to see how it goes. Ah, you're here for it. Are we opening with an icon fight? I'd be so hyped. Gary, how's it go? Yes, we are starting with an icon fight. Let's go. Thursday's going well. I'm on like maximum hype train. How is your Thursday going? I'm confused. I thought we were going to be Ifrit. I'm a little confused to why we're blasting Ifrit, but no complaints. I love that we're starting about like with this. Colors are insane. Yeah, I can't wait to like see all like the photo mode stuff that people put together. I think it's gonna be super cool. I love this Phoenix. I love the green in its wings. I say Phoenix. I don't know what it is, but like, are we gonna become Gandalf the Gray after, or Gandalf the White after this? Is this like fighting the Balrog? I have no clue what just happened, but that was amazing. Got 20 gimme ghouls this morning before work, no shiny. Yeah, that I have no clue what just happened, but I was all in. And now we're just like sitting here watching the fight. I love this transition too. Oh, I thought this was gonna be like the person's title.
Both camps have begun to stir.
I'm so hyped we started with an icon fight.
Shiva's dominant. And only the dominant.
No one else? Where's the fun in that?
Oh, these tattoos are
We
interesting.
even know the girl will be among them.
Our kind do not question orders. We follow them.
Bunch of British
Try to
streamers,
keep
voice
that in
characters. In the
mind.
game. Yeah, it's like almost an entirely British cast. I think, from what I saw.
Let's get this done.
Three of them did voices for Plague Tale. Nice. We just like used magic to put out the fire. That's the stuff that doesn't get enough acknowledgement in games or in like media as a whole. Like these like everyday uses for magic. Like I'm kind of a proponent for like out of combat D&D. All spells should be available at all times. Of like I want to do this cool thing, do it. Like put out the fire with your spell. Like as long as they're not doing something game breaking.
Focus.
That tattoo
Wyvern.
is super cool.
You are key to this mission's success.
Personally, not a big face tattoo
Yes,
fan,
Sergeant.
but like that tattoo is pretty cool. Oh man, I'm so excited. Does it ever bother you, the kindling? Why even bother with kindling when you have Firaga? Exactly, Nate. Like, ooh, I mean, oh, okay. That is so cool looking.
All hell is about to break loose.
Oh no. Sneaky. At least it's not a neck tattoo. You're not wrong. I'm sorry, you were the one that made the British streamer comment. Sorry, you're the same color as Gary. Sneaky, how's your day going? I think the only FF you played is the one that you played. I'm trying to be a YouTuber. Don't remember. I think you played 15, Gary, if I remember right. Ooh, we got a big battle. These people look very oh no, they don't. Okay, they looked very unprepared, but they're actually like in armor here. Oh, we M-rated everyone. Final Fantasy X is GOAT. Yes, Chocobos. It's Chocobo. I'm so excited. Now, get those Chocobos out of the battle and into the grassy hillside where they belong. Gotta protect them.
Beast than man.
Why this is going, they won't need this new dominant of theirs. What?
Must protect those Chocobos at all cost. Battle boss. I'm so hyped. Chat, what is your favorite Final Fantasy game? If you have played one before.
What do you mean you refuse? Did you not pledge your swords to our cause?
Come now. Marshal, the King of Waloed is our guest.
And you have His Majesty's answer.
Doc Nevea. Final Fantasy IV? Nice. I haven't played a lot of the classic ones. Long live Cecil. To go from Final Fantasy 15 and their boy band to this is a real left turn. Yeah, like the serious dodge between 15 and this one. Did she just light that? It looked like ice magic. Or was it like the fire so hot it's blue? Like Azula type
I
thing?
wonder that you summoned us at all. Have you so little faith
Obviously,
in
Final
your
Fantasy
omen?
X for you. Subscribe to the theory that most people think their first FF is the best. Yeah, I definitely think that that's
It
true
was
for
the
most people.
Dalmex who drove back the Crusaders in the Battle of the Twin Realms. Was it
I mean,
not?
I mean, as any small child knows, that's exactly
Am
what
I
happened.
mistaken?
Your favorite villain is Final Fantasy IX?
Besides, your dominant has yet to take the field.
I watched one of my roommates play through a
And
lot of
when he
Final Fantasy
does,
IX in college.
Our knights would only get in the way.
Perhaps you have not heard, but
better
the
than
Iron God
Sephiroth
now
and
have their
Kefka?
own
Ooh.
dominant.
9 is
We would
mad
be
underrated.
fools to underestimate them.
Bugger their knights.
What did you say?
Should this citadel be allowed to fall,
Just pushes him down.
the capital will lie exposed.
You're the weird one
And I
because you
doubt
played
the
a few Final Fantasy but
Crusaders
can't
will
get
wait
into
for the
them.
good
That's
King's
it happens.
forces to line up before taking to the board.
Oh, power move. See, I came to Final Fantasy through a lot of the side games. They are very JRPG. Yeah.
Kroga!
The Iron Blood will rule the day they set foot on Storm. This game is over.
If you chose one that you enjoyed, it would be 10. I got you, Sneaky. Nate, thanks for the lurk. I really liked the villain from Final Fantasy XV. Lots of super cool stuff.
Benedict.
Take care.
This is why we took off the family-friendly
Does the
tag.
lion take care when he chases the hare? Or do you think me one of the latter?
No, my love. You are a lion. You're my lion.
I'm not afraid
Yeah,
of
full-on
little
stole a summon
frost,
from the main characters,
Benedicta.
and not just anyone. They
But
stole
I will
Bahamut.
need someone to warm me when I come home.
Uh-oh. Vision happening? Vision? Not a vision. I feel like that guy's super dead. He made the classic mistake of making
The
plans.
front lines are gone.
You never make
This is
plans
our
in a
chance.
fantasy game.
The chaos will conceal us.
Lannister vibes. You are my... Yeah, like, I mean, I know I've heard that this has a lot of, like, Game of Thrones motifs, similarities. A lot of people have been saying it's that. But that, yeah, that was very direct of, like, of House Lannister. I'm curious if there's going to be that much. I mean, obviously it's like a normal animal motif or whatever, but I'm curious if it's going to, how, like, direct some of the stuff's going to be. We have a jump. Let's go. I refrained from playing the demo. And so we're coming into this, like, completely fresh. And we're going to kind of just see what we get up to. Remember that game that they demoed for, like, the Final Fantasy, or not Final Fantasy, for Unreal Engine 5, and they were like, this is definitely not a real game? Man, I want that RPG. It looks so cool.
And quick and
Or it looked like an RPG.
As always.
I feel like they're just, like, walking and then waiting
Take
for us
the
to
van.
catch up. Like, I feel like we could have just, like, walked together, and it would have been fine.
wait. Something's not right.
Is it the fact that we have our blade on our back while everybody else has theirs on their hip? Is that what's not right? It's gonna be Titan?
Titan.
Yep.
So the Darmok's finally grew tired of being slaughtered.
Man, we're like getting Titan this early. We've already seen Ifrit. That's gonna be Shiva.
And look who's here to greet the bastard.
Like, I feel like this is like crazy hype with how much this is going. Like, how quickly all of this is going. Like, escalating. You don't mess with Shiva. Like... Oh, no, Chocobo! Titan just crushed it. Titan, why are you so bad? Don't crush the Chocobos. I'm on Shiva's side. Titan killed the Chocobos. Come on, Shiva, you gotta dodge. Because it's not a golden one. Somebody moved
You don't
fast.
get to die here, Wyvern. Move!
Are you gonna use more Quoxicodal or Oma? I don't know. I haven't really like. I'm trying to go in completely. Like I've watched the trailers, but I'm trying to go in relatively blind, not think things through. We're gonna just kind of see what happens and where the mood takes us as we play through the game.
Language.
Anytime, Wyvern.
Oh, you're trying to guess which one's gonna be the electric. Oh, okay. Like we have Titan and not the Minotaur brother. Yes, I got you. I got you. I think they showed Rama. I could be wrong,
Who's gonna
but
stand there?
I think Rama was in one of the trailers. I want us to see Alexander. Like, it's more like they're on it since the Earth is Titan, yeah.
Wyvern. Wyvern!
Alexander is holy, so he still has a good shot at being here. Yeah, Alexander's like, of the like non-major ones, like Alexander's one of my favorite. Like non-major in the sense of like isn't necessarily in every game.
Get to die here.
Brother? Who is our brother? I don't understand, which I think is fine. I don't think we're supposed to understand yet.
Is that Clive?
Oh, young Clive has a punchable face. 13 summers earlier. You liked the Eidolons in 12? I never really got into 12. That was one I didn't really connect with. I need to go back and try
Well, if
it.
you're not cut out to be a shield, there's always work for you in the stables. Unless, of course, you think you can defend your master while sat on your arse in a puddle of pig swill.
I'm sure he'd find a way. My brother always looks after me. Right?
Go on. You're sure to hit him eventually.
Don't give up now.
Oh, the cute pupper. Oh, that pupper needs all the hugs. Summons had stories essentially being the dark side of other summons. Oh.
It wouldn't do to disappoint the gallery.
We're gonna learn how to fight, I assume. I really like Clive's armor here. Are we gonna press square to
Let's start
attack?
again from the beginning. Come, show me your form.
Let's give him the boops. Final Fantasy, the boopanine. Whoa, we press square to attack. I never would have guessed.
Very good. Such swordsmanship will serve you well in the field. But can the same be said of your spellcraft? The flames of the phoenix burn within you. Now let them burn without.
What's Final Fantasy without a little arson?
Rain fire down upon me.
Channel your inner flame. To cast fire. That's pretty cool. You love some of them. Like,
Well done.
Matthias was the ice summon who kidnapped the
You
ice
wield the
goddess and
Firebird's
strapped her to his
flames
chest and
just as a
steal
first
her
shield
power.
should.
Ooh, that's crazy.
Flatter me, my lord.
I did not
Would
get
you
nearly
rather
that
I
far in the game.
flattened you? Can be arranged. Let's see if you can elude my blade. After all, Your attacking prowess will count for naught if you don't live long enough to use it.
If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball.
On your toes, Lord Rossfield.
Stay quick on your feet. R1 to evade. Evade in an attack at the precise moment. Go tempo to the enemy. Cool. Oh, we got like a perfect dodge on the first try.
Dodge that. I was sure I had you.
That was amazing.
Oh, let's switch to... 1 second. Let's switch to this side. Since the advice or the moves and stuff are on the right side.
Clive, your blade is not your only weapon.
We already learned we had fire.
Fleetness of foot are indispensable arms in any shield's arsenal.
Let's give them the
You are not
boops.
just any shield, are you? Show me what sets you apart from the rest. You have been blessed by the Phoenix, granted the use of its power. Call upon that power now to close on me.
Do we have like a dash?
Well,
Fire dash?
I'm waiting.
Close the gap. Execute a Phoenix shift. Can grant Clive the ability to perform feats of inhuman strength and dexterity. Phoenix shift is one such iconic feat. I've made my stance on puns well known. Press circle to quickly close. Both melee and range attacks can be used while executing. Ooh, and we like come out of it in the attack? That's exciting.
Impressive.
You have been blessed by the
But even the
Phoenix.
most agile shield cannot hope to escape every blow. And death may come by a handful of cuts as easily as it comes by 1,000. There is only one way to ensure that you do not fall. Keep your wounds mended and your...
Every time you use the bathroom, you leave behind Phoenix Downs.
Speaking of which, my lord, you seem a little worse for wear. Now that won't do at all.
Mend your wounds. Consumable items. Clive's XP, sure. Are assigned to those in the main menu. Oh, and then of course we immediately get something on the other side. Okay, we're going back over here.
All right then.
Lesson complete.
That's better.
Mayfly, how you doing?
Pivotal moments, wherein life and death can be decided at a single stroke. You must be ready to utilize every tool at your disposal. If you are to navigate a path to victory, or at the very least, to ensure that you
I'm
live
doing
to fight
well.
another
Super excited to be playing.
Enough
Loving what we've
practice.
had so far.
It's time for the test.
It's time
You've
for the
recovered
test.
from your soaking, I trust. You wouldn't want to kick a man while he's drowned.
I thought you'd never ask.
Come then, Lord Rossfield. Spar with me.
Oh, we're about to
If you believe
initiate
yourself
maximum
worthy
boops.
to be called Shield of the Flame, then prove
Apparently
it.
Final Fantasy XVI was installed.
As you wish, my lord.
Have at me, boy. Make proof of your strength.
Make proof of your strength. You were going to stream at 7, but you know, Cam is more important. Aw, I appreciate it. The will gauge indicates your foe's will to fight back. Break their spirit by landing attacks and strike them when they're
Go
vulnerable.
on, you're sure to beat him this time.
You can do it, Clive. Just stay calm.
Oops. Is that not... Okay, I did hit dodge.
You're taking this seriously.
We're dealing 100 damage already. Take down. Okay. Staggered. Lord Murdoch's will has been broken, leaving him staggered. Try dealing as much damage as you can. Use R2 and square to execute Rising Flames, a powerful iconic ability. Ooh, that is a cool ability.
It's time I took my own advice. And used
Oh, I keep
all
on
the
hitting
tools at
circle
my
to
disposal.
dodge, and that closes in. Give him the boops.
Keep pressing.
Just a little more. We believe in you.
You're a damnably quick learner.
Got him. Got him. So where in the Final Fantasy continuous timeline does this game fall? I don't know if people saw Deanna's tweet, but before the stream, I was trying to explain Final Fantasy to Deanna, and it became this like interconnected web of chaos. So
He could do it.
you're gonna stream at 8. Nice. If you're still going when we finish, we'll send you a raid, Mayfly.
Rested at last. It's taken me long enough.
I feel like that voice does not match young Clive.
Worthy of your father. You are a true shield of the flame, and
I'm a
let
shield
no
of
one
the
tell you
flame.
otherwise, including me.
What do you mean these aren't? This isn't the 16th release? Is it before or after Sephiroth fights in the Colosseum in Kingdom Hearts? Yeah, where in like the spin-off does this occur?
Joshua. I was just tired. The Phoenix's flames are a gift. You mustn't waste them.
It isn't a waste. My shields look after me. Why shouldn't I?
Oh, well.
That's why. You were coughing this morning too. You shouldn't be outdoors.
Is it really Final Fantasy? They keep making more and more. The real Final Fantasy was the friends we made along the way.
His Grace has returned.
Father's back.
Hey.
Your Grace, please. This is no place for one such as you.
Ongoing Fantasy doesn't have the same ring to it. You're right, Sneaky.
Gentlemen, Rosaria thanks you for your indefatigable loyalty.
Thank you, Your Grace.
We live to
Don't
serve.
talk back. Somewhat continuous fantasy or contingent fantasy.
Joshua.
Never-ending fantasy. Love the medieval stuff. Yeah. Trombone, thank you for the lurk. Yeah, I'm happy that we're getting back to like a more medieval Final Fantasy. It's been a minute.
Good day to you.
Considering we had flying cars in 15.
Come, Joshua. Your father
Wow.
will be expecting us.
Are we a step kid?
Lord Murdoch?
Your Grace.
The medieval bikes and elbow pads. A biker and elbow pads. You know, you do what you gotta do. This is fun medieval,
What a
not
way to
actual
treat
medieval.
your own flesh and blood.
I know. It's not
It's the final for some characters. You're right, though.
Everyone can be born the Phoenix.
We should join them.
Especially if this is going to be Game of Thronesy. Like, ooh, real sword? Okay, we've initiated my gaming pet peeve, which is when people sheath weapons in ways that would not remotely work. And he just like what? So when does Hatsune Miku do the concert? Like, you laugh, but that's literally the start of one of the Final Fantasy games, is a concert. So, not Hatsune Miku, of course, but like that literally is how one of the games starts. She's actually a summon. The stab and grasp heard around the world. Stab and gasp. There we go. Oh, I like this armored chocobo.
Rise, my friends.
Welcome home, Father.
Welcome home.
Thank you, Joshua. You are well, I trust.
I do love how, like, bananas all the country names have been so far, and then, like, our main characters are Clive and Joshua.
Is that so?
That's Sean Bean? Wow. I feel like I knew that. Did I know that?
Stop it, boy.
feel like I knew that.
You'll make
Final
a
Fantasy
fine
7
hound
R.
one day.
See who dies this time around? Yeah. No, but it looks like him. Oh, okay. I must be thinking of Hogwarts Legacy.
Lift up your head, girl.
Thank you, Your Grace.
He will die soon.
The capital rejoices at your safe return, Your Grace.
War is coming, my boy. We must make ready.
Is the situation truly so grave?
Come to the throne room. We will talk there.
Yes.
Dire wolves too. At least one dire wolf. Winter is coming. The pupper is in our party, from what I've seen in like trailers. So.
Shields dismissed.
What are these like one shoulder pad piece of armor? Like that's got to be like the like. I mean, I'm gonna say this knowing it's Final Fantasy. That's got to be the most silly looking thing.
Torgal.
Like, why do you only have one shoulder pad?
Where do you think you're going?
It's a 50-50 shot, life or death.
Clive
Yeah.
here is off to see the Archduke.
Right.
The Archduke. Okay, so I'm going to stand by the fact this character has a very punchable face at this time. But man, that armor is so cool. Oh, which one did they pick? Like, fun little battlefield gambit. Yeah. Finding your way. Should you find yourself lost, don't fret. Hold down L3 and trust in your animal instinct, sure, to point you in the right direction. Are we a druid? Your current destination will display with some symbol.
Is trouble brewing?
I'm not sure. I need to speak with Father.
He literally told you war is coming.
All right. Let's get
Frequently
this stuff
favors the
under
left
the
arm
Duchess
because your
goes
opponent
through
will
our
presumably
heads.
strike with their right.
Right you are.
Okay. Since the left side is more takes more abuse, better but slightly more freedom and motion in the right hand over armor seen the left. Interesting. And Final Fantasy being all historically accurate, yeah. Finding items, cool. Oh, we found a potion. Okay, let's go over here. There's a thing up there. Make sure the crystals are accounted for. Got any of them sweet crystals? Hello, fellow shields. Apple.
My cabbages!
Good as new.
Forgive me, Lord Mark.
Oh, this guy's got the tattoo.
Concern yourself with this bungling cur. Bow to him, you fool. Did I say to speak?
It was no trouble. Really.
Oh, do not
May they do
indulge
more
me.
effort than just make good husbandos and waifus. Nah, can't be.
Presence is more than his kind deserves. Why, neither the Empire nor the Republic treat their bearers half so well. He was lucky to be born in your father's dominion. Very lucky, as I remind him every day.
Where's Cloud? Cloud is gonna get like teleported in at some point.
Stand, please.
He'll fly in.
Start.
When does Snape kill Dumbledore?
I trust his good fortune will continue.
That's right after we find out that
course,
Vader is Luke's
if
father.
That is your lordship's wish.
Don't work too hard. Remember, it is for the good of the duchy that you serve.
As do we all, my lord.
As do we all.
As do we all.
Come along now. Back to your duties.
Just dead the whole time. The whole game is a dream. You find out at the end it's all in Torgal's mind. So nobody came to pet him, and so Torgal made up this whole story.
Looks like they're getting ready for supper.
I think someone's hungry.
Wait, why can't we talk to this person?
I'm having my bearer fill the well, my lord. Best to save what crystals we can, eh?
I don't know. I want to smack you in your face.
Harvests down again.
Is he making it rain?
If this war ends up dragging
Next
on.
Renfest season will be all of these costumes. I'll gladly wear like this armor to Ren Fair. Like, I'll die in the heat, but it'll be fun.
Fine display, my lord. Almost felt sorry for the Lord Commander.
Oh, we got a high potion. Will be all Zelda costumes. Yeah, there'll be a lot of Zelda at the next Ren. I mean, there was a good amount. The last Ren Fair I went to, there was a good amount of Zelda, and that was like before Tears came out, even. So, yeah, the light effects look excellent. Ooh, the butterfly.
Nice and quiet in here, isn't
The
it?
Down Gardens. The Phoenix Down Gardens.
Marquis, forgive my man. He'll be done in a jiffy.
Be done in a jiffy.
Just getting the place tidied up for the big procession.
November Renfest. That's true. November wasn't bad. Why don't I see a single pillow or a goose? How do we get over there? Can we go around this way? Yes, we can. Okay. Animal instinct. I feel like it's not doing anything when we do that. Tears has some great character design. Yeah, it does. I need to get back to Tears. Had this not arrived, we would have been streaming Tears tonight. But 0 out of 10 on Yelp. Some large... Okay, can we cancel this? I didn't talk to Joshua. Okay, I want to go over here and talk to these people. I'll talk to Joshua, then talk to these people.
Clive,
Are you worried about the war?
No, it's
I
fine.
expect the Phoenix to help them, but I don't know if I can.
I have a friend
worry, Joshua.
who's super excited for the
Father
Great
will
Fairy
guide you.
cosplay. Nice.
And I will protect you.
I will protect you. Always.
I know. Thank you, Clive.
This kid's super dead. Is it? Oh. Does she? Okay, she actually just like turns. Okay, I was wondering if she was like specifically looking away from us as we approached. Joshua is Lucas from Plague Tale. Oh. Normal shaped people in video games, yeah. Love to see it. I want that pupper so bad. It's so cute.
Good luck.
It's got a little spot on its forehead. How very Dark Souls with the door. No, if it was Dark Souls, the door would have been locked from the other side. Those toe beans. Toe beans, toe beans, toe beans.
You commanded my presence, Your Grace. How may I serve you?
All right, you can stop licking my boots.
Not to throw off the Emperor's groove.
Do the territories fare any better?
Most lie under a pall of black. In just these few moons, the Blight has taken nigh on all of the northern reaches. It is only a matter of time before it crosses the border.
By the flames.
Nearly every available bed in the capital is already occupied by those fleeing the Deadlands. Even if we were to send them south to Port Isolde, more would only follow in their wake. Every day we delay brings us closer to disaster.
Those clothes look so good.
Move now.
Against the Iron Kingdom.
We have traded blows with them for too long.
For too long, I say.
It is time to end it.
At the very least, we must secure Drake's breath. Without the
Who or
blessing of the
what is
Mother
Drake's
Crystal,
breath?
we cannot defend our realm from the spread of the blight.
Okay.
The Iron Blood will not relinquish it easily. This will be a bitter fight.
We ride for Phoenix Gate tomorrow. There we will listen to the words of our ancestors, as tradition dictates.
Am I to go with you as Joshua's shield?
There is something else I would have you do first. Rodney.
Interesting.
You will have heard the reports, I'm sure, of beastmen from the north being sighted within our borders.
Goblins in the Stillwind Marshes. I know of the rumors, yes.
Then you know what must be done. I will give you 2 good men.
Are we assembling our boy band?
While we ride north tomorrow, you will journey to Stillwind, search it, and clear it. Then you will join us at Phoenix Gate.
It is time to prove your strength. And shut your mother up for good.
This stone looks mad and comfy. Yeah.
I will do my duty, Your Grace.
That will be all. Rest well. We ride at dawn.
I'm curious to the family dynamics here.
Yes, Your Grace.
Like, what's going on with the mom? Oh, we got the active time lore. I'm so excited about this. Hold the touchpad to access active time lore, a compilation of important information relevant to Clive's current story progression. Can even be used during most cutscenes. All ATL entries can be accessed later in the game. I'm so excited about active time lore. King Death seems like a big old goof. Oh, yeah, current. Okay, so what is this? Situated at the heart of the ducal capital of Rosalith, it is first from this towering ivory fortress that the Archduke and his family rule their nation. The architectural feat the founder himself might be proud of, the castle has stood since the early days of the duchy and watched over the rise of this proud nation and the people who inhabit the city. The Grand Duchy, okay. So the nation occupied the western reaches of the continent of Storm. Rosalith is as its capital. Rosaria was originally formed by a collection of smaller dominions, all of which now stand united under the banner of Archduke Elwin Rossfield. Not possessing a mother crystal of its own, the duchy has long been locked in bitter conflict with the Iron Kingdom over possession of Drake's Breath, which lies still further to the west in the midst of the boiling sea. Okay, so Drake's Breath is one of the crystals. Enjoying the game? Good. Let's read Wikipedia. One of the things that I like about this is like these are supposed to update as you play the game. And so like they provide you with a lot more detail. I'm super excited for this feature. I know from the people, like from the things that I've seen from reviewers, they've said that this is like one of the features that needs to be integrated into every game that has a story. Thank you for that, lurk, Dark Nevaeh. Locked with his people and his steadfast leadership in both home and on the battlefield, which he's put in effort in coiling. Okay. Just poking fun. Yeah, I know, I got you. The Mother Crystals. And I think this is much more approachable when it's like a paragraph versus here is this giant codex of all of this background. Grassy Mountains, 5 of which tower over the land of Velistea. They are the source of all crystals that the people of the twins rely on in their everyday lives. Not only that, but the lands surrounding them are rich with ether, making the magics of the crystals even more potent. For those reasons, great nations have sprung up around each mother crystal and long warred with each other in possession of their blessing. So are they mountains or actual crystals? I'm confused. Most use it for returning to a game after taking a break. Yeah. Oh, we have to have the scroll for this. Iron Kingdom. The crystal comes from the volcanic island situated just within or without its borders, depending on whom you ask. It has been subject to long-standing conflict between the Iron Blood and the reigning Duchy of Rosaria. The Iron Kingdom inhabitants shun any contact with outsiders. I'm so excited for that feature. Okay, so we need to go over here. Oh, can we go talk to our dad again? Oh, how do we talk to this not
war
dad
we
yet.
need to wage. It isn't only for control of the Mother Crystal. Above all else, we cannot allow those Ironblood savages to gain a foothold on Storm.
I know. I would sooner die than see them darken our shores again. I wish you a safe journey tomorrow.
And I you, Clive.
And I you, Clive.
May your blade strike true.
Hi, Dad.
We drove the Iron Blood from our shores once before, but their patriarch still dreams of spreading his message to Storm.
Oh,
When
not
the
his
Crusaders
message.
march, they move a damn sight quicker than the Blight ever did.
So we recapture the Mother Crystal, end their ambitions, and secure the duchy.
Only the light of the Phoenix can guide us through these dark days. But that does not mean I'm happy asking this of Joshua. Look after him, won't you?
Even if it costs me my life.
Let's make sure it doesn't come to that.
Okay, I'm curious to like how like the summoning and stuff is gonna work in this game. Like, is it going to be something where like there's gonna be like a toll on them? Joshua seemed like they could be sick, so it's possible that like the crystal has had some kind of effect on him, or not the crystal, the Phoenix has had some sort of effect on him. I'm curious to like, he seems to be called the Phoenix, while we seem to just kind of be hanging out with some Phoenix powers. Ooh, we got a message keeper. So I'm kind of curious about all of that. Back phone overheated, wouldn't let you open any apps. Oof. Oh no, I'm sorry, Gary. Glad you're back. Hopefully your phone's okay. Are we gonna get attacked in the night? In the dark of the night, evil is calling.
How long will you be away this time?
Forever.
Not long. 4 days.
So I've heard of a phone overheating this week. What's going on with tech? Yeah. Things are just being pushed.
Joshua.
And will you be taking Joshua?
Well, I can't exactly leave him behind, can I? The blood of the Rosfields runs in his veins. Before going to war, we perform the rite at Phoenix Gate. It's our way. You know that. And only the dominant can enter the apothecary, so yes, I'm taking Joshua.
Okay, so Joshua's the dominant.
Your way. The boy is ill.
You think I don't know that? But the boy is also the Phoenix. The heir to the throne.
So it seems like the Phoenix skipped us.
Keep him in swaddling clothes all of his life.
Went to like the younger kid.
Don't worry. Clive will watch over him. Though he is a youth of but 15 years, he's already a fine soldier. He will make a splendid shield.
You've seen more
Happens
in
when
him than the Phoenix did.
Charge it outside in 103.
rejected,
Yeah, that'll do it.
Erwin.
Exactly what Nate said.
Our household has no place for such a failure. He is worthless. A man like any other.
That's so mean.
As am I, my dear.
Nonsense. You are the Archduke of Rosaria.
Oh, not this again. You know as well as I do that I only sit upon the throne because my father was taken before his time. I am merely warming the seat till Joshua comes of age.
Meant to replacing all these characters with House Stark.
Father's firstborn son. And you sit upon the throne.
Oh, we need a saxophone thing.
Unlike some, you have not disgraced our noble blood.
Without men like Clive to keep us safe, your precious noble blood would long since have graced the gutter.
Yeah, Careless Whisper button is a must-have, yeah.
We have an early start. I'm going to sleep.
And rejected.
This is it then. Time to prove yourself.
Wishing on a star?
He has a headache. Oh.
I'm a little old for that. I should get some sleep.
Right.
It's giving popsicle scene from Kingdom Hearts. Okay, what happens if we do this? Okay. So this is, who is this? Born a princess in the Northern Territories, Jill has been a ward of Rosaria. Okay. Since her homeland's incessant raids. After her homeland's incessant raids were quarreled by the duchy. She was raised in Rosalith Castle alongside Clive and Joshua. Come to love her as a sister. Okay, so she's been firstborn of the Archduke, ruler. Though all expected him to inherit the Phoenix Flames and awaken as its dominant, destiny instead chose his younger brother to bear its burden. In search of his role of his own, Clive dedicated himself to mastering the blade. The practice paid off when he was appointed first Shield of Rosaria, tasked to guard the Phoenix and blessed with the ability to wield part of its fire. Okay. This isn't Kingdom Hearts? Ward, aka hostage. Yeah, basically.
You're going with them tomorrow, aren't you?
I am Joshua's shield.
Kingdom Hearts
I'm
4
sworn to protect
will just
him.
be Clive and Sora vibing.
He takes too many risks. I only wish I could save him from himself.
Mickey's ears are hidden in every shot. You gotta find the lucky emblem.
I have another mission too. Father has given me my first command.
Well, if you're not going to pray to Metia for your safe return, I shall just have to do it for you.
Is that the moon? Okay.
There's going to be another war, isn't there? Since coming here,
Jill giving you the feels, yeah. I feel like Jill is
the war
going to
between
play
our
a major
nations will be
part
the
in this
last.
story.
But it never really ends, does it?
Okay, so we're 15 here, and this is 13 years in the past, so Clive is 28 in the present.
The next war will be bigger than before.
But you'll be alright, won't you, Clive? You're a shield of Rosaria after all, and blessed by the Phoenix.
Either A, abducted, joining the party, or C, dead. Yeah.
It's getting cold. We should go in. My lady.
My lady. My lady. B in hot glasses. Yeah, I got you. Yeah, I hope she doesn't get fridged. They can fridge Joshua. Because it's not really an applicable term for Joshua since he's our brother, but... Joshua's already sick, Nate, right? Like, he's going out. The king's like, oh, he's fine. Cam has a Joshua vendetta. Well, I'm just saying, if someone had to go between Joshua and Jill,
I won't be hunting today.
Ambrosia.
Don't worry, I'm sure you'll do brilliantly.
I'll try.
Good luck.
We're too cool to wave back. Zonward chocobos are so cool.
Friends, we ride for Phoenix Gate. May the blessing of the crystals go with us and shield the Firebird's flame forevermore!
His grace departs. Open the gates.
Yeah, the different color plumage, yeah. It's cool that, like, they're not all just yellow. Like, we got this, like, whitish one.
Lord Rossfield, allow me. I shall see her safely to Phoenix.
Thank you for the look, Mayfly.
Thank you.
We're ready to depart, my lord.
May I say what an honor it is to serve alongside you?
What's up with these collars? I wonder if that's gonna be. That seems like it's probably gonna be story relevant.
There are goblins in Stillwind, they won't leave willingly. The beastmen are a fierce foe. We underestimate them at our peril.
Not today, we won't.
Guy has a 90s haircut, yeah.
Sir Wade, Sir Tyler, let us do our duty.
With pleasure, my lord.
Yeah, I love that they have the most normal names.
To the marshes, then.
Yo, just my boy Clive hanging out with his friend Tyler.
And may the blessing of the crystals go with us.
I love the names. Make for Stillwind. Sir Brendan. We need like a Sir Steve. I need to like send a picture of it to a friend if that happens. World map displays all locations. Currently available, sure. Sir Kevin. Lady Emily. We need like a Jessica. Let's get all these like normally named people in this game.
Keep your eyes open for those goblins. The reports placed them in this area.
It's all swamps from here. What's your step, my lord?
And everything else.
And everything else. The overly aggressive Sir Chad. We need a Karen as well. Lost in the fog. Timely accessories. Feeling overwhelmed? Try equipping one of the 5 timely accessories. For example, during timely strikes, allows the wearer to chain complex attack combos while only using X. Sure.
Not exactly the most well-maintained path.
And who do you imagine would maintain it? They've all fled from the Blight.
So do you remember any of these people from where we started the game? Other than Clive.
It's hard to believe that anyone used to live here.
The old village of Still.
Because at some point we have to get the face tattoo.
Not that there's a lot left of it.
So we don't have the face tattoo yet, right? Yeah. So I think I'm calling my shot here. Have not looked anything up. Have not played through the demo. I don't know what's in there. And people in chat don't confirm anything, if you know. I'm thinking that what's going to happen is something's going to happen to Joshua. Clive is going to then, like... Or something's going to happen to the kingdom as a whole. Clive is going to, like, renounce the throne and then become whatever the Wyvern is that he keeps getting called versus being a shield. I feel like old Final Fantasy did a better job of making every unique and memorable character design. All of these look like anime characters. I mean, yes and no. I do feel like there's a bit more of the general vibe, but this is also like the prequel. Dobby. Maybe it's the clothes, yeah. But yeah, this is also the prequel in the sense. Like, this is a flashback, so I could see them not going as deep in the character designs here.
With me.
For like, especially for side characters. Okay, magic burst. Strike an enemy. After with this card to conjure a magicked explosion. Yeah, okay. That deals significant will damage. Ooh. Got him.
Goblins.
Press on. There may be
Yeah.
more ahead.
I mean, this is only like our second fight. So. Do we have info on Sir Kevin? Oh, Sir Tyler. Sir Wade. Okay, so Sir Wade we'll start with. A loyal shield of Rosaria, chosen to accompany Clive on his expedition. Once but a lowborn, he was inspired to join the ranks after a woodpile fell on him. His life was saved by a young Joshua. And scion of a noble family, Tyler followed in his father's footsteps by entering the service of the duchy, rising in position of right-hand man to the Lord Commander. He was chosen by Lord Mordock, hit the wrong button, to accompany Clive on his expedition, a level head which could be trusted not only to obey the young Lord Marquis's orders, but keep him safe and to keep the fiery Sir Wade in line. The guy got tackled by a woodpile. Yeah. Sir Tyler is got to be in an emo band. We all got to have hobbies. Absolutely plays the drums. Plays the drums or plays like a very random instrument. It's like, it's an instrument that you've never heard of. Bass? I can see bass.
Welcome to Stillwind.
Have care, my lord.
Oh, we got more gobos.
There's more.
Give him the boops. Ooh. And that has like a charge. Okay.
Down with you.
Ooh. That was cool. I keep forgetting we have this cool dash. Oops, got booped. We just got booped. Some enemies will drop gil or items upon their defeat. Loot is gathered automatically by approaching. Nice. Oh, I was gonna... Okay, we got hit. Okay. Let's go this way. Go over here, get this. Got a potion. Nice. We're going to refrain from using... Oh, it looks like we can only hold 4 potions. We are going to refrain from using it until we absolutely have to. But... Oh. Ah. Gave it the boops. Okay, let's go this way. Get this item. Another potion. Potion. Oh, it automatically healed us. Oh, that's cool. Oh, we got steps. Let's go up the stairs. See what's over here. Another item. What we get? A strength tonic. Okay, let's go that way, I guess. We'll go up towards this. We got butterflies showing us the path. Okay, we can drop down here and we have goblins. We'll see if something else like spawns in.
Watch out, my lord. Some of their number are spell slingers.
Oh no, not spell slingers.
We all have our hands full here.
Okay, boobs have been initiated. New enemies ambush. Oh, we kicked it. Oh. Who is this guy? Okay, over here. Okay. Nope. Okay, we need to get better at... Oh, we got getting hit a bunch. Do you post your VODs or leave them up on Twitch? I try to post them on YouTube, but I'm really bad about remembering to do so. try to get this one on YouTube, but I need to be better at remembering to do it. Gave it the kicks. Okay, let's go this way. Potion used. Cool. Can we jump up here? No. Can we jump down there? Do we have a... What is this? Main menu attributes. Tab. Something at current level. Cool. Oh, there's the items. Cool. Items. Consumables. Press shortcut menu. Cool. A journal is our abilities. Map. Oh, and this is just the world map? Oh. Okay, here's our gear and icons. Citing iconic abilities. Cool. Oh, these are the... Okay. Abilities. Okay, can be spent to acquire new abilities as well as upgrade existing ones. If you're unsatisfied with current build, reset all abilities and try again. There's no penalty for respecking. Let's go. Dealing damage. The thing indicates breaking a target's will. Okay. Infinite respecs? I'm so hyped. Immediately after laying in melee attack, close range magical burst. Oh, we need to master it with 100. Okay. Or with 500, 300. Execute a dodge at the right moment, and then we can master that one for 500. This is our Phoenix. That's our punch. Punch. And that's our dash. Okay. And then we have over here, hold it to increase the potency, release to cast. While in the air to kick a nearby enemy, increasing jump height and duration. Let's get that. To immediately recover after being knocked down. Yes, please. And to pull the attention of an enemy target. No, okay, with that implies blade with fire. Powerful attack. Yes. Okay, and we have enough for one more, it looks like. Oh, maybe two. So those to do an air slice. Okay, then what is this? So close and an attack a distant enemy. So that's an air slice. That's a down attack. Fire sword, yes, please. Every time you respec, Joshua loses another day. Respecs over and over. Okay, let's do this. And let's do the down thrust. Yes. Ooh, fire sword. Oh, yeah. Okay, then what's this do? Ooh, I'm so excited. Okay. We're comboing people. Okay, was there an exit? No, there was not an exit through there. Okay. Fires. I'm so hyped for that fire sword. Okay. It really feels like we have to be able to make this jump somehow. But that's like way too precise. Can we go this way? We cannot boop that. We're already stuck. Get good. Okay, let's come over here to this thing. Tell Sir Wade to give you a boost. Yo, Wade, come over here. We came down that. Oh, do we go under it?
Pull the lever, Crunk.
We should be nearing the old village square. It might not be a nest of goblins.
It might not be a... Hashtag timing. Yeah, so far, Nate, they've just been hold the button. Like, it hasn't been anything that's like... We've actually had to, like, hit multiple QTEs or anything.
sods. We're trapped.
My lord. I'm working on it.
Initiate the boops. We have Fire Sword. Oh, are we going to get like a mini boss?
But we'll have to take care of his followers first.
Care to thin the herd?
As if you have to
Got him.
ask.
Oh. Okay, do they have another spellcaster? Yes, we do. Okay, let's get the spellcasters out of here. And then we will... Oh, let's charge up our... Oh, yeah. Okay.
And there was one.
Then there was one. There's definitely going to be something coming out. Yep.
Shit! He's invited a friend!
Language!
On your feet, Sir Wade.
Off to work now. Time. Continue the hunt. Off work now. Time to continue the hunt. Good luck with the hunt, Gary. Formidable foes. Large enemies must be faced with caution. They have far more HP than their smaller counterparts and will often use devastating attacks to overwhelm opponents. Use the Blessing of the Phoenix to not only deal considerable damage to these enemies, but also break their will. Breaking an enemy's will can stagger it, leaving it open. Yep.
Founder, that's a swing and a half. Be ready to move when it winds up for another. You don't have to tell me twice.
Got him. Got him. Ooh. Let's charge up Fire Sword. Ooh. Okay, so what is this? Partial stagger. Enemies will become partially staggered when their will gain is reduced to 50%, creating a short opening. Let's hit it. Let's hit them with that while we can. Okay. Ooh. Guy looking like how you feel after Thanksgiving. Precise dodge. Staggered. Okay. Completely reduce enemy's will gain will stagger. Extra damage is dealt when the enemy is fully staggered, increasing with each strike landed up to a maximum of 150%. Total amount of damage dealt during this time is displayed when the enemy gains their senses. Cool. So we want to like come in here and try to like go in. There it is. I was hitting the wrong button. 2,000 damage. Let's heal again. Oh, he's spitting to win. Okay. Oop, I jumped instead of hitting dodge. That was not what we wanted to do. Okay, that time I got locked in the combo. There we go. Got the got the stagger again. This hopefully will be enough to get there. No, no close though. Okay, we got it. We got it. Giga slain. 54 experience. Level up. Okay, 20 more HP, some more attacks, some more defense, more stagger, etc., etc. Nice. Battle rewards. Important battles, the separate results screen will appear displaying battle performance. Yep. And may include items, gear, ability points, and experience points. Cool. We got a hard leather armlets. Defense of 10. We'll need to remember to go equip those.
Come back and fight, you coward!
After him, before he summons the rest.
I mean, ooh, gear and abilities. Okay, abilities. Tab. Yep. Similarly, can turn the tide of battle, but only if learned and mastered via the abilities tab. Mastering existing abilities, as well as learning new ones, requires ability points. Okay. You have not told me what mastering abilities does, though. Okay, let's do this. Let's get this gear equipped. How much ability points did we... Oh, I want to go the other way. 52. So we still do not have enough to master anything. Which one was this? Oh, that was the fire sword. We're going to 100% master fire sword, and I cannot wait. Okay, got that. Let's get this one. Come over here. We can't lock onto it.
Damn it!
I mean, maybe we should have shot it with our fire. Just saying. Sure seems like we're running into a trap here, IMO.
This ends now.
That goblin is so gross looking. They did such a good job. There's always a bigger fish.
What's in there?
Already? What?
Warble is far south.
This early in the game?
Keep clear of its maw, my lord. That thing's breath is worse than its bite.
What?
That's right.
Oh, no, let's dodge, let's dodge.
Oh, that reeks. I said stay away from its mouth.
He seems kind. Yeah, just a good old friendly. Oh, got booped. I was trying to fire sword. Oh, yeah, that's my bad.
Nice try.
Okay, we got him halfway. Fire sword. Yeah. We thought the Gigas was going to be the actual boss. We did not anticipate. We did not anticipate having a marble this early. Okay. It should be, yep, there's the stagger. Oh, we did not get the Phoenix attack out. Oh, well, that's fine. I mean, I guess we used it to reduce the stagger somehow.
Where's it going?
Don't like that.
Your guess is as good as mine.
Nope, don't like that one bit. Nope. Not a fan.
Don't.
Cinematic strike. Screen flashes blue during the pivotal moment of battle. Press the square before the timer runs out to. So we do have some QTEs. Oh, it auto staggered it?
No! Before it recovers!
Okay. Ooh. And there's him going.
I'll be fine now.
Right. Yeah, there is a cinematic strike going on. I see what you did there, Nate. Oh, nope, wrong way, wrong way. Wrong. The dodge, there being a dodge and there being a dash is throwing me off for some reason. Like them being different abilities. So learn that the Switch has a zoom function? Yeah. Okay, staggered again. Yeah, there's a way in the in the settings that you can do a zoom in the Switch. People have been like using it for some shiny hunting shenanigans. Okay. So if we get this again, we might get another cinematic strike. Ooh, no, cinematic evasion. Press R1 before time runs out. Oh, and that's still auto staggered? Let's go. Yeah, it makes it easier to see the gimme blue. Oh, yeah, good call. Oh, out of the way, out of the way. Wild Rage. Don't like that. Ooh, we got a precision dodge.
Rather we made it die.
Cinematic evasion of proper payment for actually the cost. Yeah. Oh, don't like that. Don't like that. Oh, we got booped. I like that it's kind of like switched to this like AoE bad breath. Oh no, we're stuck in the goo. Stuck in the goo. Come on. We did it, but it's staggered. Okay. This analogy for the strike can't fool me. I feel like they recover from being staggered super fast. There we go. Got the ability finish. Mortal slain. Ooh. 50 more experience. Another level up. Okay. We got... Is it saying that we got 70 more experience or more ability points out of 122 total? Or is it saying we got bonus to get to 152? I cannot believe they had us fight one of these this early.
My lord.
Now you have locked the marble face tattoo. Or marble
Never
face
thought
tattoo.
I'd see it. Not just goblins in Rosaria, but Morbles.
Morbles too.
I'll petition his grace to send a detachment. If we don't stop them here, they'll be at our gates before long.
Do we just leave it there?
We should get moving. We don't want to be caught out here after dark.
Just leave
If
him.
we set off now, we can still reach Phoenix Gate before nightfall.
Just taking a nappy nap. We're not gonna like use it for materials or anything? Really?
Damned blight.
Oh, I hate the blight. Jeez, Dad. I hate the blight. Warble ran out of usable Pokemon. Warble whited out. Okay, let's see. Okay, so we get to fast travel now to the Phoenix Gate. Which poison type Pokemon would Morble use? Because you know they're poison type. Inverted colors. Why can't these be real? Sending you 3.
Suddenly,
Oh.
thousands of red eyes. No, wait till you hear this. Wait till you hear this. His lordship draws his sword. The goblin chief runs off screaming, straight down a Morble's gullet. More tails!
Skull.
Merry boys!
You missed the shiny sound from shiny sound from Arceus? Yeah, hard agree. Hard agree.
The young lord has a bright future ahead of him.
Aye, and one of these nights he may even deign to join us.
I still want to know what's up with the collar. I feel like it's not a good thing. You missed most of Arceus? Yeah. Pokemon Legends was so good. That meat looks super raw. You thought it was a strawberry? It looks like meat.
Are you unwell?
Are you unwell?
No, Father. Just a little tired.
Well, it has been a long day.
Maybe it's a strawberry and I missaw it.
They all like Clive, don't they?
Aye.
Can we go back to two-pronged forks?
brother will
Get
be
the
a fine
bident going
shield. We're all very proud of him.
instead of these four-pronged ones.
Father,
Father?
why is it that the dominance is always born into our family?
Doesn't seem fair. Okay, let's look at this. Okay, so dominant, those within whom sleeps the power of an icon. Though they look and think no different in any other man or woman, they can not only cast elemental magics without a crystal, but also transform themselves into beasts of world-shattering strength at any moment. Oh, for which they are honored, worshipped, and feared over the realm.
Doesn't seem fair.
You okay, kiddo? You've hardly touched your 3 pieces of strawberry meat. Space Hog, how's it going? Can't stay, but wanted to say miss you. I miss you too, Space Hog. Hope you're doing well. Hope the move has gone great. You're getting settled into the new spot.
Joshua.
Appreciate you swinging by.
To be a dominant.
It's just a grilling fork. Just use one of those. Yeah,
The
okay,
family
that's
has
a fair
been chosen
point.
To share that power with the people.
Our family are definitely the good guys, kid. They would never rebel against us. Then crazy couple weeks, still trying to settle in. Hey, completely understand.
Louder, my friends! Louder!
Very Tolkien song. The inspirations are Game of Thrones and Tolkien. So don't suppose I'll be missed. Where are you going, kid? Hey, have a good one, Space Hawk. Again, thank you for coming by. Appreciate it. Kid just walks out. Kid just like, I'm good.
Poor Jill. She'll be wondering where you've got to. So much for you being a fine hound.
I mean, they found you, Clive. Like,
So this is where you've been hiding.
Joshua knew I didn't want him around. You know, I'm not saying I don't like Joshua. I'm just saying I feel like Joshua has it coming.
Shields are allowed to take their
It's
ease.
only a matter of time.
I've never really been one for cakes and ale.
It's the vegetables I don't like.
Just remember, if you look up at the moon, I too will be looking at a moon. Not the same moon, obviously. That's impossible.
Flew a marble.
But a moon.
All the men were singing your praises.
They never used to. When I joined the ranks, everyone thought I was a spoiled little lordling. If I didn't know how to handle a sword, I'd be a laughingstock. The Archduke's firstborn failure.
Someday when I grow up, I'm going to be the Phoenix.
I'm jealous.
That's not true. They don't believe in me. They believe in the power of the dominant.
My brother the Phoenix. Ruler over life and death.
But also sick.
Fair. It should have been you. I don't have what it takes to lead our people. I don't have the strength. But you do.
I'm just saying, this kid is so dead. Or is going to become the villain, I guess. Yeah.
Every man has his duty. Ours was decided long ago.
So now you remember the beginning of this game.
Chose to instate the
You were our
dominant
brother
as the
fighting
Archduke of
Ifrit.
Rosaria.
You know, it's kind of unclear. That's one of the things I'm wondering. Yeah, you're right. Hand the Phoenix over. Because I'm wondering if Clive is going to eventually gain the Phoenix.
To drag us back from the brink.
Like, again, that's like my theory. Like, something's going to happen to Joshua, and then we're going to, like, the Phoenix is going to move to us. A Phoenix Force, you could call it.
To bear that burden.
What about you?
It was in our eyeball.
I was born to be your shield. That is why I was given the Phoenix's blessing. To keep our future rulers safe. No matter what. However hard it gets. I'll never let you down.
I'll never let you down.
Thank you, Clive. I know you'll always take care of me.
As the kid dies, like, right in front of us.
Before I can do that, you need to take care of yourself. Right?
Until I let you down and carry the guilt forever.
I should go
Yeah.
inside. It's past my bedtime. Good night, Torgal.
Clive will take care of you, but Cam will absolutely not. You're not wrong. Yeah, the puppers is maximum adorable. I feel like maybe they shouldn't just be standing there holding torches.
Supplies from the capital.
So this is 100% a trap, right? Why is night in this game always so stressful? Nothing even happened to the first one.
Time sampling the wares, were you?
Like, that person is definitely going to kill people. This was like the worst investigation these guards could have
The
done.
north is full of enterprising traders keen to keep us in wine.
Spare a barrel for the boys and people.
Yep.
God, my cabbages!
The game's version of the Red Wedding. You know? They're gonna just leave the chocobo outside? That's a nice chocobo. You could at least bring it inside. Unless they're gonna burn the place down. Then thank you for leaving the chocobo outside. Oh, hello.
Gateway secured, Captain.
It sure would be a shame if someone had fire powers and heated up all of their armor. That would be a pity. But for the chocobo not to see what's about to happen. Protect the chocobo's eyes. Maybe it's time to go full Phoenix, kid. They said the Phoenix has power over life and death. Are we going to see, like, Joshua raise all these people from the dead? Ooh. Because, like, we've already saw Joshua heal Clive.
Is that...
Oh, he's got a little sword.
Forgive me, my prince. It's me, Wade.
It's me, Wade.
Probably don't remember me.
I remember. What is it?
We're under attack. I don't know who they are, but they've set light to half the castle. I must get you to safety, Your Highness.
Very well. I'm ready.
Follow me, Your Highness.
Oh, are we... Oh. We're going to actually... Flight of the Fledgling. We're going to actually play as Joshua. Ooh. Okay. Maybe I spoke too soon about Joshua. What? Oh, we have Kiraga?
The enemy already inside the castle.
Cam's worst
I'm afraid
nightmare.
so, Your Highness. We must hurry.
I like this flying fireball thing that we have right here. Do we have the ability to do gear and stuff? We do not have abilities. Okay. Is Wade really leaving us? Panic scream. I mean, Wade could be a traitor for all we know. How dare you? Wade is the...
Everything's on fire.
Fall back, Your Highness. He's not one of us.
No. I must do my duty.
Oh, we like get worn out if we attack. Interesting. Oh, they got him. Everyone's trustworthy and nothing is wrong.
We saw them at the feast. They were laughing.
This is Sambra Quagab. But why would the Empire...
We must find my father.
I'm sure the father is fine. No story ever has started with the parent dying. So... Okay, nothing else in here? Okay, we just did like multiple sweeps just to be safe. Okay.
Who does that? Boy, take him.
Boop! Can we... Oh! Our attack is a magic attack. We don't even like use our sword. Okay, okay.
The bastards are everywhere.
One gil, two gil.
They're our allies.
Let's go this way. Imagine raiding a castle and a child comes out of nowhere and Kamehamehas you in the face. Yeah, I mean, presumably, right, they would know that he was here.
I have the dominant.
Yeah, because they would, like, know that we're the dominant. Okay. I do like that we're getting... Oh, no, Tyler!
Tyler!
I wouldn't even be surprised. Yep. We found Tyler, Nate.
Damn it! His wounds are deep.
Good thing we have Kiraga.
I can save him.
I do think it's interesting that it's not Cure. We have Curaga, like, right away.
Don't worry, you're going to be all right.
But yeah, I like this comparison between Joshua. Like, Joshua's magic is so much stronger than Clive's. Those are wild after being playing through OG Final Fantasy VII. Yeah. This game is beautiful.
Tyler, you're hurt.
Cause it is taking that long. Def use it every round in game. Yeah.
Your Grace, Lord Murdoch.
Oh, conveniently.
You rescued the young prince. Well done, Sir Wade.
Good job, Wade. The whole gang's here. All 5 named characters are here.
Thank you, Your Grace.
We cannot stay here.
Yeah, so maybe we should get moving. Yeah, like I was saying, I said this earlier, Trombone. I cannot wait to see what people do with photo mode for this game. Like, there's gonna be so much cool stuff. Like, ooh, we got a bird.
Omnia lost Elan to Isam Gelif. May the winds speed you to Rosalith.
Ooh, magic message bird. Yeah, who's gonna turn coat?
The north gate's up ahead. There are chocobos in the stables. Father, take Joshua and get to safety.
No, I'm not going without you. You're supposed to be my shield, remember?
See, kid, shields are for suckers. I got a sword that lights on fire.
Here while you make your escape.
I will order our remaining forces to rally at the gate. Now go.
I will do my
Dad isn't good enough. Or it's probably not going to go well. Yeah, bows are overrated. We're not about that. We got magic, Gary. We don't need bows.
You have to keep Father safe.
Who needs a bow when you have fireball?
Joshua.
Joshua was like, I'm not going to leave. I'm going to just follow y'all back into the fight. Because I got Curaga. Dramatic door close. Okay, we're back to Clive. Ooh, we got a potion. Okay, let's take out the spellcaster. Okay. A mortal blow. Where is this? Okay. No shot. They made Joshua playable for a 5-minute scene. I think you're stuck with him. Unless it switches us to like another mage later on. Okay. I guess we're going this way. Oh no, this is where we were. Okay, so we go this way. Yeah.
Damn it all.
We're gonna loot the body of our other people. Okay, let's go this way. Ah! Okay, we got a lot of stuff over here. Holding out hope for sweet, sweet. I just think Joshua dying would really motivate Clive.
Captain.
I like that helmet.
Take them. Take them.
Oh, that person did fancy spinnings of the sword.
Let none escape.
As you command.
Okay, let's go get the
You
spellcaster.
take care of that spellcaster. I'll keep the others occupied.
Okay, well the spellcaster is done. Okay, call me crazy, but I feel like they should be better at fighting. Fancy spinny guy didn't know what was going on. Absolute showboat.
That's them done. Are you all right?
I'm fine.
For how
It's my
cool that
father
guy's
and Joshua
armor
I'm worried
was.
about. We should head back.
Oh, what's happening? Danger. Ooh. A dragoon? Let's go.
Clive, look out!
Cinematic evasion. Oh, that's so cool. Night of the Blinding Dawn. Yes.
And you are the shield who was blessed by the Phoenix. Not that it will save you.
Yes. I cannot find the point at the ability where we actually get the evasion. That was cool. I love the pose on the roof is so anime. That's just normal dragoon. That's why dragoons are awesome. Okay, got him staggered. We need to figure out more of what the combos are. So I feel like we... I feel like there's got to be some other... Got the precision dodge. Oh. Ooh, what's happening now?
He's open.
That was really cool.
Now, Clive, have at it.
That was really cool. I'm a huge fan of these cinematic strikes and cinematic dodges. Ooh. We got him in the air somehow? How's the game so far? It's going really well, Hald Foxman. I hope you're having a good one. Oops. Really enjoying it. We're still basically in the tutorial section, but we have a fire sword that's like super cool. I'm starting to get the dodging down. Oh, we don't have that yet. How's your day going? Definitely ready for the story to get done with the flashback. Yeah, I'm excited to get back to modern day Clive.
Your time is past.
Day's going all right. Plans for eating changed, but that's life. Yeah. Man, I keep using that ability right as they do the jump. Okay, we almost got him. There we go. Night of the Blinding Dawn slain. I love this epic like text across the screen at the end. Level up. Level 8. Attack up. Okay, normal stuff there. Very Dark Souls, yeah. We don't get any cool equipment from defeating a dragoon. What?
Are you hurt?
I'm fine.
So, they sent in the dragoons.
That armor is super cool.
Do they really mean to invade us?
Not yet. Their numbers were too few. They were not here to take the castle. They were here to take heads. Our work is done. We should return to my father.
My lord, look.
Yeah, I'd say they invaded pretty well.
We issued these sashes but yesterday in Rosalith. If they were already among us, what if there were others?
Father and Joshua are in danger.
Sorry.
No. Take your steed. Chocobo time. Ooh, what's this? Wade. See, is this like the Phoenix power? Oh, nope, it's creepy person over here. Sephiroth. It is 100% Sephiroth. Final Fantasy VII sequel confirmed. I want to ride my chocobo all day. The hooded figures from Final Fantasy X, yeah. Or the things from Final Fantasy VII Remake. That, like, when the future changes. Oh, Torgal.
Your Grace, is everyone safe?
For the moment. We ride for Rosalind.
Pupper survived.
Forces. I will need your help to see Joshua safely back to the camp.
He's so dead.
On you get, Joshua.
Father?
If Torgal doesn't survive until the end of the game, he protests.
But that won't be possible.
Oh, they took our owl.
Snakes.
The chocobo did nothing wrong. Yep.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Oh, Tyler. 100% Ned Stark, yeah. Oh, is he gonna Phoenix?
You must do your duty too.
Oh, you know it's almost morphin time, everyone.
I had to.
Let's go. I'm so hyped. If he gets knocked out and doesn't transform, I'm gonna be pissed.
I'm counting on you, Joshua. Oh, fuck.
Language.
Kill him now!
Phoenix.
This is so much hype. Okay, maybe I like Joshua after all.
The Phoenix!
Joshua! Lord Murdoch! His Highness! Joshua! Stop this!
It's just Naruto.
He's lost control. I have to do something. I have to save him. No, my lord. Fall back. Clive!
Oh, saved by Chocobo! Let's go. Oh, did Chocobo sacrifice itself for us?
You saved my life.
Oh, Chocobo. We do not know who the traitor is yet.
Get her on her feet and run. Please.
We just know presumably it was someone at the castle.
Joshua, are you in pain?
2 Chocobos in 10 minutes? Yeah. That Chocobo could still be alive, technically.
You're his shield. Do your duty. Save him. My lord?
So that, yeah, that Chocobo got up, so we're fine. I say, are we Ifrit? Let's go. Literally same thing, yes. Okay, we are Ifrit. That's what I thought from what we saw earlier.
Second icon of fire. That's impossible.
That's impossible. Oh, rip that guy. Oh, so is that so? The Phoenix fighting Ifrit, is that going to be the end of this? Is that going to be us fighting Joshua, and what's like following through? Heavy breathing.
Who are you? It's me. No. Leave me alone.
I just want to be left alone. Now there's a family drama on Netflix of Ifrit and Phoenix living as brothers in a small Manhattan apartment, standing back to back. The icon of fire. Okay, yeah, so this was what we were playing at the beginning. Okay. That's so cool. Tying this in. Okay. Embodying the Phoenix. Fire, aim, evade. Okay. Oh, we're actually aiming. You do not sound very convinced, kid. Precision dodge. Let's go. Can we just hold down the button? Does that work? Yes. We did not dodge there. It's full circle. Ifrit is just like, I just want to give hugs. Is that a thing? Can we look at the... No, we can't look at the active time lore. I feel like we should have like faster shooting for a Phoenix, but you know. He's destroying everything. We don't even know what this is. And we're the ones shooting fireballs, so like... oh no, don't destroy the thing.
I have to stop him.
Do you?
I have to save them.
Things that I know about. Yeah, this is totally where events have occurred in the past and that are important to this world. Oh, I thought we were gonna like have to dodge. I'm just saying, if we were Ifrit, we would have been like wrecking this boat. Epic chaining quad. Yeah, this soundtrack is so good. Oops. Are we gonna get sneak attacked? Not very well. I made a promise to my brother, who's definitely not it. Love the Phoenix design. Yeah, it's super cool. Cinematic strike. Awaken. Angry shot. Yeah, it's getting late. More so for you, East Coast, yeah. Okay, we do not have a new ability for the... Okay, how we doing? Got like a quarter of the HP left. Only 7 p.m. 9 is young. What is this? Damnation. That seems bad. I assume we're just supposed to like just pepper this with attacks. 2, 1. Are we dead? Spirit bomb. Hellfire. Can we dodge? Game over? Not the auditory. Okay. Okay, so we're going back in at the final. Okay. So I guess we need to just get some more damage in throughout the fight somehow. Because, like, we had it almost had Ifrit down. So it's like if we can get some more damage on it earlier, maybe we'll be able to have enough to actually get the kill by the time we get to that final section. Okay, so now we're back at this. They're going to start charging the spirit bomb. The real game over was losing all the things and such. Yeah. At least it didn't kick us back to the beginning of the fight. Like, we don't have and y'all can't see it because it's behind my camera, but we don't have a call out for like another attack or anything. Okay, we did get it. Did we? It has no HP. Is it really at like 1 HP? Okay, no. Okay, we did get it. Icon of Fire vanquished. Okay. They pranked it. Yeah, I really thought it survived at like 1 HP. Oh, that poor guy. Hyper beam. That was so intense. They really went sideways for our heroes? Yeah. Are we gonna kill Joshua?
No! Stop it! Take your hands off my brother!
Help me! Help me, Clive!
Joshua! Stop it! Stop it!
So it seems like we're not in control.
I would protect him! Please! Please! Stop it!
Yeah, this is brutal. Mayfly, how's it going? You're coming into a very epic scene. It's going about like that. I think we just killed our brother.
I'll kill you!
I'm sure it'll be fine.
Language.
Brother side.
Quite a mess that monster made. Damn shame about the Phoenix, but can't be helped. Oh, my condolences, Your Grace. Is there aught we can do?
Haven't you done enough?
Is she the traitor?
Joshua
Phoenixes can rise again. I mean,
and now he is gone. I can only pray there will be a place for me in the world his radiance seeks to create.
I see. Your Grace, over here. The rubble must have protected him from the worst of the flames. Shall we take him prisoner?
No need for that. Kill him.
wow, she has no chill.
Wait. As my husband never tired of telling me, he is a fine soldier. I'm sure he would make an excellent addition to the Imperial front line. All in its right place.
Okay, so Annabella. Okay, wife of Archduke Elwyn and mother of Clive and Joshua. It was ever her purpose in life to preserve her phoenix-bearing bloodline, for which reason she betrayed her husband, that she might enter in league with a force that she judged mightier, the Holy Empire of Sonbrek. It was Annabella's treachery that led to the disaster at Phoenix Gate. Mother Gothel vibes for sure. Blessing of the Phoenix. The boon Joshua bestowed on his brother under Clive's orientation as Force Shield, allowing him to wield fire aspect magic without a crystal. Long been custom in Rosaria for the Dominant to share a part of their power in this way. Perform the rite of rejuvenation upon those they appoint. Performing this rite. Okay. Phoenix Gate. Chamber is owned by the dominant of fire. And how the rite of ancestral communion. One rite which believe that the Phoenix can hear the words of the Duchy's forebears. Peerless Lancers, except for that one that we got. Oh, they killed the aides? This 100% was Red Wedding vibes.
Chin up, lad. You're going to be a soldier.
Joshua.
Final Fantasy 16. Yeah, for the logo to be the Ifrit and the Phoenix. So I guess the moral of the story is don't use your superpower to protect those you love, because then your brother will also transform and kill you. Yeah. 13 years later. Year of the Realm. 873. Classic moral.
Welcome back.
We're here. Everything's fine.
What's our situation? Let's just say Shiva and Titan's little spat hasn't made things any easier.
And? It's as you thought.
Who's in first, Hezekiah?
The retreat.
Then we follow.
We're down a man, Sergeant.
If we return without Shiva's head, our fate will be no different from Biast's.
I'll take my chances with the Iron Blood. At least then I might die fighting.
That's so bad for your sword.
After you do, that is.
I won't be dying. Not today.
Then it's settled. No dying. Now, if you don't mind, we have an army to chase.
Awoken. A chance encounter. New iconic abilities. Iconic abilities, Scarlet Cyclone and Heat Wave for the Phoenix are now available for acquisition and upgrade of abilities in the main menu. Don't forget, once acquired, abilities can be must be equipped.
How do they expect?
Okay, let's go look at these abilities real quick, and then we are going to call it for the evening. Okay, so we have this now, Heat Wave, summons a projectile, dispelling wall, of liquid flame. Scarlet Cyclone is your favorite Marvel superhero. Flames of Rebirth. Summon a massive pillar of fire that burns all enemies caught within the flames. It also partially restores Clive's XP. That's pretty cool. Super expensive, but super cool. Okay. Let's go ahead and save. Apparently we haven't come to this screen yet. Unable to save at this time.
Kill something that can do this.
What?
They don't. Only the girl holding its leash.
Can we save now? Why are we unable to save? Guide in the raid. Okay, thank you, Gary. The Raven Armed. Why can't we save? I just would like to... There we go. There we go. A panda boy. You're coming in right as we finish stream. They're doing a Negan from The Walking Dead complaining night. Can't save until you reach the end of the 15th hour tutorial. Ooh, cosplay night. Okay. Oh, this is cool. I like this, like, pixelated Clive. But let's see. Let's go get this raid ready. And let's, again, thank you everyone who came and hung out tonight. Really good night. Loving Final Fantasy 16 so far. I am not planning to like play this game entirely on stream or anything like that. We might come in and play in bits and pieces. But for people watching on YouTube, you can find the streams live on Twitch, twitch.tv/Cameron+Deanna. There'll be a link in the description down below. If you've had a chance to play Final Fantasy XVI, let me know what you think down in the description. I hope you've been having as much fun as I had with this first session. And with that, again, thank you, everyone. Let's go say hi to the Raven Armed as they work on their cosplay. And I hope everyone has a fantastic rest of your Thursday and a fantastic weekend. Bye.